It's great to be back in Belize. You don't know how happy I am to have landed here and be back in the territory of Belize, because the situation in Roatan was a disaster for me. You know, I made a mistake. It could have been cleaned up in about 30 minutes, but the Fiscalia, the prosecutor, tried to make a much bigger thing about it. Uh, and under the laws that they charged me, I had to prove that my money was not from drug trafficking or something like that. Um, and we had no problem proving it. But then it took 6 days to have the hearing. And as soon as we had the hearing, the judge released us. We were able to show them that all of our companies were up to date with the tax authorities. All of our money was tax paid. And we also, we were one of the few companies that never had any problem with the tax authorities over there. But I need to thank Chris Coy, Chris. He handled getting us the papers to prove that here in Belize, all of our companies were paid up with the tax authority here too. So there was no question that our money was not from illicit purposes.
So everything could have been avoided if you had just declared the monies. Why didn't you, sir?
First of all, there was no place to declare in the airport in Roatan. I could have, yes, I made a mistake. There's an administrative thing in the law that says if you fail to file, you can pay a fine. But when they charge you with the charge of money laundering, then you have to go, the burden of proof becomes on the person having the money. And it wasn't only because it was in the airport. If you're caught anywhere in Honduras with over 10,000 US dollars, you can be charged with money laundering, and you have to prove that the money is from legal sources. And the Fiscalia or the district attorney, or whatever you want to call it, the prosecutor's office, could have looked at our paperwork. At the first day, we spent all day showing her our licenses from our businesses, our tax reports, everything. And then at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, she said, no, we want to take this to a hearing. But there's another thing that people should know. In Roatan, in Honduras, you cannot deposit in some banks $20 bills. They have rules because they think that is the bill of the drug trafficker. So some banks will not accept any, and some banks will only accept like 500 a day. And over the Christmas holidays, we took in over $4,000 in 20s that we couldn't deposit there. So I was also bringing that back to deposit here, and would have declared it here.